It is about 8,000 miles from Rwanda to Tupelo, Mississippi, but Alex Njamana is right at home talking with a group of volunteers for Operation Christmas Child at Harrisburg Baptist Church. Alex tells the story of his childhood in Rwanda and the genocide in 1994 that claimed the lives of up to 1 million people, including his caregivers.
And at the end of that genocide, I was put in an orphanage after running for about 2 months altogether.
When Alex was 7, he remembers the excitement at the orphanage when hundreds of green and red shoeboxes were delivered. This photo was taken right before he received his shoebox.
Then they said, don't open your gifts until all of them have been handed out. So some of us had to hold our present for about 5 minutes. That was a long time. But we got to open our boxes together. I can remember the school supplies. I can remember the hygiene items and the toys. My favorite item in that shoebox gift was a hair comb.
Okay.
A hair comb that I kept for the next 3 years. But in that moment, the orphanage director used that opportunity to share with us about Jesus Christ. And my faith was my grandmother's. That faith was gone when she got killed. So when I got to receive a gift, I was reminded that God loved me, someone out there was thinking about me. The orphanage director shared with us about the greatest gift of all, which is Jesus Christ. And that's when the seed of the gospel was planted in my life.
Each Operation Christmas Child shoebox has a gospel message in a booklet called The Greatest Gift. Alex recalls how that simple but profound message helped him deal with doubts and bitterness.
And I saw the miracles for the first time when I looked back and saw the miracles that, when my grandmother and my uncle killed, God was there to protect me because there's no reason why I should have spared my life.
Yeah.
When I ran and a bullet missed my head by an inch when I fell down to the ground. When I got to receive an Operation Christmas Child shoebox gift that was packed by a stranger to this day I've never met, I was reminded that God loved me, and that's when my faith continued to grow.
Alex tells how he became a Christian and was eventually adopted by a family in Minnesota. He got involved in Operation Christmas Child when in high school and now works for the ministry full-time as an ambassador. He travels the nation, encouraging volunteers to remember that each shoebox is destined for a special child.
It is incredible to see that the community comes together to be able to collect all the shoe boxes. We have over 4,000 drop-off location centers around the country, and this church is one of them. And so it is incredible. We want to make it easy for the people who are packing shoe boxes so they don't have to travel very far. And the goal to pack these shoe boxes for Operation Christmas Child is an opportunity to give families something to do, an opportunity for them that will make an impact in someone else's life around the world.
Alex also shares how his faith journey led him to come face to face with one of the men who killed his family members during the genocide.
And I was able to ask him, do you remember me? Where were you when you came? And the man was like, well, I don't remember some of the things we did, we're just following orders. And he said, I remember 3 kids were there. And he said, especially the older girl. The older girl was my sister. In that moment, I would be in tears. But in that moment, God took my healing process at a different level. And I had this closure. We got to pray with him. And we got to plant the same seed of the gospel that had been planted in my life by Operation Christmas Child shoebox gift.
As the central drop-off leader at Harrisburg Baptist Church, Karen Scott says it is a blessing to hear from Alex and how one shoebox makes a difference.
He received the shoebox, and he just talked about the special items that were in there that meant a lot to him. And so just hearing that, and as we pack the items in the shoebox, just remember to keep it in prayer, because that shoebox is taking the gospel message to children all around the world who have never heard about Jesus.
Scott says they can always use more volunteers during the National Shoebox Collection Week. Telling your story in Tupelo, Allie Martin, WCBI News.